with that down, guys, let's get into our next topic here, shall we? And that is this. Tilly's 90. Ever since the big hit of Deadpool and Wolverine came out, a lot of people have speculated, understandably, that Hugh Jackman, like, forget casting a new Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and Hugh Jackman is going to stay and continue to be Wolverine. And according to a new rumor that's going around, and I have to emphasize the word rumor.
I love rumors.
But the reason we're bringing it up is because a number of the more significant outlets, not Hollywood Reporter or Variety, but a number of the other outlets a lot of us fans like to go to, like comicbookmovie.com, are running with it. Saying rumor, Hugh Jackman, according to this new rumor, is saying that he's committed to staying on in the MCU as Wolverine for at least another decade. For at least another 10 years. Now, I need to remind everybody, let everybody know, this rumor is originating from a iffy Twitter source. That's gotten some things right, gotten a number of things wrong, but says a lot of things. So I just want to put that in context. The whole reason we're even talking about, though, is because some of the larger places are running with this. So let's address this. Do we believe that Hugh Jackman is going to play Wolverine, maybe not until he's 90, but until he's 66 years old? Hugh Jackman right now is 56. So, take that out. 66-year-old Hugh Jackman. He will not look like that at 66.
No.
He won't even look like that.
No, he won't. Maybe put a cane in one of the things. But now, look, Hugh Jackman is in phenomenal physical condition. Don't misinterpret me. But could there be a reality? Well, look, the reason I've said, Rob, that I don't think people are insane if they believe that Hugh Jackman was going to continue on being Wolverine is because, well, look, he just did it. People loved him in it. He clearly, when you follow him on social media, he clearly had a great time. Like, he was posting every day, right? He was clearly had a ball doing it. And hey, it's the biggest film of his illustrious career, $1.3 billion. He ain't going to have a bigger one. So this is the biggest film of his career. And, I mean, I don't want to speak on personal terms, but it probably felt pretty good having such a big win like that in life. After he went through a very public divorce and all that kind of stuff. They even made a joke about it in the movie, which I thought was very classy of everybody all the way around. I have never believed that Hugh Jackman is going to be back. I really think, that first of all, he talked about the fact that they did finally come up with a pitch that brought him back one more time, right? One more time. So he came back after Logan. A lot of people were kind of nervous because Logan was such a great period on the end of that story, but they made this work. He's talked so much about it gets harder as he gets older to do the type of workout regimen that he has to go through to stay in that shape. And he does not enjoy it. He's been very clear about that. He doesn't enjoy it at all. And the older he gets, the harder he's going to have to work. But I also think this, Rob, while people say the whole line in the movie about till you're 90 is like an indication that he'll be back, I think the definitive thing, and this is just me speculating, that scene near the end of the movie where Deadpool and Wolverine are sitting on the bench and Deadpool gets up to go and Deadpool says, so I'll see you around. And Wolverine looks back at him and says, probably not. And I think that was kind of his statement to the audience that he's done. And listen, I think it's time. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is right up there forever with Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I mean, that's rare company. He's the best. Would I get in line tomorrow to see him playing Wolverine again? Absolutely. But it's time. It's a new era, a new MCU, new X-Men. It's time to get the new Wolverine who can play the Wolverine for 25 years, just like Hugh did. So I personally, while it is possible, I personally don't put any stock in this rumor at all. I do not think he's going to be back still. Rob. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. Are you guys like me, both a movie and a sports fan? Well, if so, then you know that the playoffs are here and it's now or never. If you love football and want to add some real excitement to the games, let me tell you about PrizePicks, the best place for your daily fantasy sports. So here's how it works. It's super simple. You just pick more or less on player projections. Think Patrick Mahomes will throw more than 1.5 touchdowns this week, or maybe Lamar Jackson will get over 250 passing yards. Make your picks in less than a minute and take your shot at winning up to 1,000 times your cash. Ann and I have been having a blast using PrizePicks every weekend. It's simple, it's fun, and it just makes watching the games that much more exciting. Plus, PrizePicks puts you first. With easy, fast, secure withdrawals, you can get your winnings in as little as 15 minutes, and they make deposits even easier. And right now, if you sign up today, you get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. So don't wait. Download the app today and use the code Campea to get $50 instantly after playing your first $5 lineup. That's right. Play for just $5 and you get a $50 bonus instantly. PrizePicks. Run your game. Is it possible he could play Wolverine for 10 more years? Is it possible he could even come back one or two more times? Or do you think, like I do, that he is done? I don't know. How do you see this?
Okay, my initial answer to this would be like, no, he's done. He's not going to come back at all. Then I would say, they talk about in this trilogy or something, I have a So-So Toys, an unlicensed 12-inch figure of Old Man Logan, Old Man Wolverine, from the comics. And he's got a shotgun, he's got a Hulkling in a backpack on his back, and he's got, they gave him Hugh Jackman's face. With the multiverse, whatever, when he says, I don't think so, you could have Hugh Jackman's Wolverine go off into its own, the universe that he goes into is cut off. There's no way it can ever be part of the MCU again. For whatever reason, the TVA closes it. And they have like a trilogy of movies, like some old samurai movie. And you could do an Old Man Wolverine trilogy where he doesn't necessarily, because he's going to wear a duster. You know, he's going to wear a lot of clothes. You're not going to see him in the, but he's got the, and I could see them coming up with a great story where he would do that, but it would have to be like, you know, the lone samurai, more like a Logan kind of a movie. Yep. But if it was you know how we went into the void? Well, where if you went into a pocket universe or something?
Which is what Old Man Logan was.
Yeah, yes. And something like that had a story. It'd have to be great. It'd have to be, if it's going to be a trilogy, because it says in the rumor trilogy, with a beginning, a middle, and an end, kind of like Mad Max. You know, it's a Mad Max trilogy. And if it's really well written, I could see that happening. They could make it work, because when you've made $1 billion, as long as you don't do Folie à Deux, you know, as long as you don't have that, Wolverine Folie à Deux would not be good. But if you had something like Old Man, like, there you go. Look, there it is. That's the movie that they would make. Now, it would have to be not as good as, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as good as Logan.
That's almost impossible.
It's almost impossible, but it would have to be at least aspiring to be that good. But that's a lot of ifs, John.
I mean, I guess another one of the options, I mean, there's the one option of like standalone, separate Old Man Logan sort of trilogy. Could do it. Other than the cartoon thing, Feige has seemed resistant to doing what if Elseworld kind of stuff. But the other one that is the most obvious, see, here's the thing. I don't think he's going to be back, period.
Neither do I.
But I think if there's a thin part of the wall that could break through, there's an argument for Doomsday and Secret Wars, right? I mean, there's an argument for that he comes in as a part of the huge ensemble, like with them pulling. I mean, there are people who think that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman.
And that would be 2 movies. So the rumor in terms of a trilogy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much he'd be featured in that. I suppose I still don't think. What do you think the chances are that we see Hugh Jackman pop up in either a Doomsday or a Secret Wars?
I think there's a chance. And you know what I would really like to see? To be honest, if they're going to finally delve into the X-Men universe, it would be really interesting to see the new Wolverine, whoever that is, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine literally pass the torch on screen. Like if there's some...
in a dark cave, so here, take this. Yeah. It was literally a passing of the torch.
Yeah, like whatever it was. Like maybe they fought side by side. I mean, I don't know.
Technically, in the comics, they did do that, and he did go into a cave.
He did go into a cave.
And he said, you know how to kill me.
Right.
So, and then you don't see that. And then the younger Wolverine walks out of the cave.
Yeah, yes, and there's X-23. So there's a lot of stuff that they could do. I mean, look, Deadpool and Wolverine proved Hugh Jackman's viability even today.
Yeah.
People love the character. People would love to see him. And he'd make $1 billion. It would be kind of, you can't leave that money on the table when you can just go make some more.
You know what though?
And you make him old. He doesn't have to be. I don't think he would want to spend the rest of his years in that
Well,
workout.
I mean, hey, but to your point, and I know I'm arguing against myself here, but still to your point, Ryan Reynolds got himself in ridiculously good shape for Deadpool and Wolverine. How many times did you see him sleeveless? I think there's one scene. 99% of that movie, he's fully clothed. Like he doesn't when they're holding on to the antimatter thing, his shirt doesn't explode off of him like
No.
it does with, to the sounds of Like a Prayer. So maybe you could do that with Wolverine and Hugh Jackman moving forward, but just pad the suit a little bit. And
Yeah, I mean, and again, he's Clint Eastwood in Unforgiven.
yeah,
He's wearing that long duster. I mean, it could work. And the thing is, he's so great in the role.
He's defined it, hasn't he? Like he's literally, because he's played it since when did the first X-Men movie come out? 99? 2000. He has literally defined the character for 2.5 decades. He has been the template. Rob, there are people out there who only understanding of the Wolverine character is Hugh Jackman. There's never been another Wolverine since Hugh Jackman. This X-Men 97 thing was a brand new thing to an entire generation of people, right? So, I mean, it's going to be hard to break out of that. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Rumors going around that Hugh Jackman is committed to playing Wolverine for another 10 years. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, to me, I don't buy it at all. I think he's done. Although maybe popping up in a Secret Wars Endgame, maybe a standalone Elseworlds kind of Old Man Logan. Whatever you guys think about this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.